Welcome back, marketers. Are you curious about what's the difference between growth marketing versus growth hacking? We keep hearing about these terms lately and they get used pretty interchangeably. And I understand why you really need to know this information. It's so confusing to look at all the different marketing information out there and figure out what exactly we need to be doing. So in this video today, we're going to simplify. I'm going to share with you what is the actual difference between the two, when you need them both, so that when you walk away from this video, you will know what you need in order to hit your marketing goals and objectives.
Today?
I'm Amy Walker. I'm a client acquisition specialist, and I help you be able to create consistent, predictable sales through your organic marketing and scalable sales strategies. I have recently been hiring marketing assistants for myself and also for some of my clients, and I've noticed that growth hacking keeps showing up on resumes lately. As I was looking this up, I found a really helpful article on upthrust.com, and I'm going to link it down below. But today we're going to cover the differences and the similarities between growth marketing versus growth hacking. We'll talk about the benefits of each one, and then at the end, I'm going to give you my opinion on how you should balance the two in your marketing plan.
But I need the expertise.
So what is growth hacking? Growth hacking is growth by whatever means possible. A growth hack is going to be one individual strategy. It's going to rely heavily on technology, and it's going to be incredibly numbers driven. Now, what is growth marketing? Growth marketing is based on sustainability. So it is going to focus on using more tried and true methods. It's going to be an overall comprehensive plan. And it's going to be at the foundation of it around trying to understand people, trying to understand your competition, trying to sell your story, and the benefits of working with your business. So it's like fast on the growth hacking side, fast front-end strategies that can create and move the needle quickly. And then on the growth marketing strategy, it's a little bit more stable, consistent strategies you use over time. So how are they similar? I mean, they're similar because they're both there to help you grow the business and be able to bring more people in. But there are a lot of differences. Honestly, when these terms get used interchangeably, growth marketing, growth hacking, after doing some research, I don't think they should be used interchangeably at all. So growth hacking is the difference. You're trying to get a quick win, a quick fix. In marketing, it's all about sustainability and building the brand and creating a foundation and a base that people will want to come back to over and over and over again. Because growth hacking is about those quick one-time strategies, they often don't work as well when you use them consecutively time after time. It's kind of like you're doing something that's flashy, that is quick, and you're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck because no one's ever seen it before. But the next time you do it, people have already seen it, so it may not work quite as well as you continue to grow over time. Whereas growth marketing tends to get better over time for a while, and then it will hit a point where it has law of diminishing returns. But you're gonna have an upswing for a longer period of time and before it levels off and then starts to dip out. And the growth hacking strategies might be like really hot and then they're really not. So how would you as a small business owner actually implement growth hacking? You really would need to find someone who's an expert in this area. They would be someone that has a strong technical background and they're really creative. So they're going to be looking for underutilized opportunities and they are going to go after it and then really watch the numbers and just be trying and testing a lot of different things to see what works. It does come across as being a little bit of a gamble, that you're just trying so many different things that you know you're going to get some big wins in there, but you're not exactly sure which ones they are. Now, for me as a small business owner, this is not my favorite way to do things. I like to know that the energy that we put out is going to bring a return, and I like to be able to know that I can count on it and how many sales I'm going to get from the leads and that the leads are going to be the right types of leads. For me, I really do prefer creating more of a growth marketing strategy. It's a lot more predictable, it's a lot more sustainable, and my business can't absorb so many peaks and valleys. I like to have that kind of stable, consistent trend. So is this a valid strategy for small business? I get why big businesses are doing it, but is it valid for small businesses? I am going to say not really. That's my opinion on it. You can take it or leave it, but I don't think this is a great strategy strategy for most small businesses because you are strapped for time and strapped for cash anyway. And then we look at putting things out there that may or may not work, and we're going to have to pay an outside expert to be able to run these for us. And at the end of the day, we can't really bank on it, and it's not creating brand recognition, and it's not creating something that we're going to be able to build off of time after time again. I think it makes a lot more sense for us to create more of a growth marketing strategy that we can sustain over time. If we've got to bring outside people in, I would personally rather bring outside people in where we're working to expand things that we've already experienced work in some way. I see a lot of small business owners get off track with this where they want to chase the new shiny object and say, oh, I think I should be doing this because I just saw somebody else blow it up over here. And then now I want to do this because I saw someone do amazing there. It's fine to experiment, but when I'm helping someone get their marketing set up, the very first thing we do is we look at where your client's currently coming from and how can we get more from that lead source. And now what's the second best performing lead source? Now how can we expand that so that we're not trying to get all of our new leads and our increase in sale from things that we've literally never tried before. And we have no idea if they're gonna work. And if they do work, we have no idea if they're gonna work again the second time.
Oh.
Instead, let's look at what is working and let's look at how you can get more of that either through automation or through putting some money into getting more visibility in that direction, or because you're going to be able to hire somebody else who can do more of that work and take it off of your plate so that they can get more done than you can, because that's all they do versus you have 10 things to do as a small business owner. So I don't love growth hacking for small businesses. I think it's a little bit risky. If you want to do it, what I would recommend is that you figure out a balance between your growth marketing, which is going to be the more sustainable, and your growth hacking, which is going to be testing and risk and playing. I am always willing to test some new things, but I'm looking at like 10 to 15% of my time and my budget will go into playing with things that are unproven. And I want, honestly, like 85% of what we do to 90% to be something that I feel pretty confident we're going to be able to put the time, the energy, and the money in, and then we'll be able to create the win. Why is my budget so conservative on this? Because as a small business owner, my budget is conservative, right? Like if I'm going to be spending 15% of my total revenue on marketing and 15 to 20% of my total revenue on sales, and then I have a 10% operating cost, I really want my profit margin to be high. I want my profit margin to be like 50, 60%. So all of my expenses, I'm trying to squeeze them down in and be really budget conscious. And I know most of you are as well. So I don't want a lot of money going into risky things that I can't prove the outcome. If you're finding this content helpful and you want to get more tips on your marketing and answer more of your questions, make sure that you like the video and then subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can get notified every time we release new content. So let's talk about why this is so important. And I want to share with you one rule that I have that really saves you a ton of money. So make sure you stay with me until the very end here.
Yeah, right.
So let me give you an example from a client for why it's so important that we build off of things that we know already work. I had a client come to me a few years back and he had spent about $50,000 on Facebook ads and was not getting any deals or any sales. And he kept switching the Facebook ads company and he kept switching the ads and trying different audiences and doing all of these different things. And they just were not working. And when he came to me, he said, I'm really frustrated with my marketing. I can't figure out how to get it to work. And I've tried all these different things. The reality is he had tried one different thing many, many ways. But I said, well, where are your clients coming from? And they were coming from speaking opportunities and they were coming from referrals. So I said, all right, let's just pause all of that and let's start off by building your marketing around the two things that you know work. So we built out a marketing strategy to get him more referrals, and we built out a marketing strategy to get him more speaking gigs. and sales started to go up. Then the next thing that we looked at was how can we get more leads at the speaking gigs? And so then we worked on his actual event strategy and the promotions that he was doing. And then we went and said, okay, well now what is an extension of that? Something that's very going to create a similar type of leads to the ones that we already know are converting. And so then we started creating strategic partnerships with other companies who served his ideal client. So they were coming through, the strategic partnership leads were coming through like referral leads. And he was able to create a dramatic increase in sales in a short window of time because he was focusing on strategies that already were proven to work for his business. As I did some more research, what I discovered was that his ideal client is a client that is not reachable through Facebook ads. They are not there. He works with doctors and dentists and orthodontists, and they are not on Facebook. They don't even run their business accounts. They have someone on their team who runs it. So the people that he was reaching were looking like maybe they were the doctor's offices, but they were really just an assistant who was responsible for doing the social media. So it's really important, you guys, if you want to stretch your marketing dollars as far as possible, that you don't chase all of the shiny objects and you limit how much you're testing brand new things. Now, I'm not opposed to trying new things, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm building it around stuff that I'm pretty darn certain is going to work. So if you are needing some help in this area, I get it. Sometimes you get so close to the action yourself that you just need that outside perspective. I would invite you to go get our ultimate marketing calendar. This is going to give you the foundation for creating your marketing plan and help you start to actually run the numbers on what marketing opportunities are working and which ones are not, so that you have clarity. It's also going to come with a training video that shows you how to use the tool. It's just going to give you a great jump start. From there, please reach out if you need some more help. I would love to talk with you about your marketing and see what we need to do in order to get it really working for you and dialed in so that you do have consistent lead flow and you are consistently hitting your sales goals and it doesn't feel like a crapshoot every single time. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this has been really helpful for you. And I want you to go check out our next video, how to find affiliate marketers for your product. I'll see you over there.